Good afternoon, art buddies, and welcome to Bricolage with Pink Girly. Today is a good day to gel print, or so I hope. I am challenged in the gel printing area, but I do like to do it, and I have a project that I'd like to kind of finish up. That might be a little unrealistic, but took my nails off. So, you see, I was painting. I can't get this quite off. I haven't really tried super hard. So I thought it would be a great day to just get messy. So, looks like it's just me and Jacqueline. Hi, Jacqueline. What time are you headed out for your festival? It is so stinking hot here today. Candy, hi. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, I think I have the wrong glasses on, but c'est la vie. I'm going to have to make them work. I don't even know if I have my phone out here. My desk was such a mess, but I really cleaned it up. I've got a lot of space, and I'm seeing there's a couple of things I have forgotten. I didn't get my other glasses, and I didn't get my phone. So it may be hard for me to read chat. I may have to go get that. It's hot here too. Headed out when Aubrey gets home from work. Oh, okay. So while it's just you two gals here, you know what? I'm just going to go get my other glasses. And what else do I need to get? My phone. I wonder where my phone is. I don't think I have my phone here because it'll be easier for me to read chat if I get my phone. So please forgive me for not being quite ready, but I was really behind the 8 ball. I'll be right back. Okay, my bottle of white paint. I have white paint, but I have white paint in a squeeze bottle. You know how they come. And it has disappeared. Shocker. Oh, I don't have my phone stand. Oh, well, we're going to have to live without that. Is that Angie Brown? There she is. Hi, Angie. All right, so I'm just going to turn that phone off, silent, sound down, and I'll put it there. I am intending to use largely, hi, Joyce, largely acrylic paint. And I'll show you what I had started. Now, Peggy Fitzmaurice had recently gifted me one of these. So I have one that's not been tampered with, if you will. This is just a composition book. Let me show you. Let me show you one before it's been fiddled with. I think this is. Oh no, maybe this isn't it. No, that's not it. Oh well, what did I do? Gosh, guys, it's just, it's one of those days. We had a lovely time away with my sister and her husband, but I did way too much for some of the issues I have, mostly my back. So my back is really not good. Not good. Anywho, I thought I had the one Peggy sent me. You see, I jelly printed on the cover. You can see a little bit of the, you know how it's that black and white um, composition book cover. And so I wanted the pages to be have some background on them with some jelly printing. This looks like I did watercolor, but today I'm going to largely use acrylic paint, which is this. So you can see I've missed a lot of pages. And I think that's largely because, you know, you have to leave it sit a little bit and dry it. So I'm probably going to be using my heat tool. So I've got lots of pages to finish up before I start, you know, fiddling around in this. So I wanted to try maybe some different things, some different ideas. I mean, they're not new under the sun, but new for me maybe. Um, Not sure color wise. I think I'm just gonna, you know, whatever. So I was just looking at my paint wheel here, which is looking kind of empty. Excuse me. And I saw this, and I forgot I had this. Isn't that a surprise? Look how yummy that looks. So this is Distress Spritz Rusty Hinge. I bought this from one of the gals that were selling online. Maybe it might have been Lisa Jameson, maybe? Could have been Pearl. Who knows? I bought it a while ago. See, look, it still has the plastic wrapping on it. So I was just fiddling around with it in this book. I just spritzed a little on my gel plate. Now, my gel plate, I don't really take care of it. I just beat it up. I beat it. So I just spritzed some on and then put this down. So I think that looks kind of cool. And then this is just, you know, a book was fiddling around in. So I just put a little bit on here to try to sop up some of it. So, but it makes your stuff look cool. Makes your papers look cool. I pulled out a few stencils. So I might use those. And what I did was underneath my jelly plate here, I just put a rectangle of paper that is kind of, it's larger than my book, but then I'll know where to put the paint. So when I want to pick up a print, hopefully, you know, it'll work a little easier for me. So I'm just going to kind of jump in. I probably should have a water jug here, but I do have water, but not in a bowl. So we'll see. I might have to go grab that. And I pulled out a button because I have an idea for that. I've got some crochet thread. I've got this piece of trash from Tim Holtz that might come in handy and be fun. I saw someone do something with some eucalyptus on a jelly plate, which I'm not sure I can do. Well, I don't have eucalyptus, but I had Hubs pick me some ferns today. So I might fiddle around a little bit with that. And then I have this rabbit. I purchased this at the co-op that I was in many, many years ago, and it just got grungy. It was sitting around on my closet shelf, and I really do have a hard time throwing things away, but he's just such a cute little stuffed rabbit. So I painted him, and I thought I would like to paint him black, but he's sitting here now, and I'm thinking I might just try to pick up some stuff up off the jelly plate on him too. So I don't know. It just might be just a kind of a crazy stream, and we'll see what's what. So, if you're just joining me for the first time, thank you so much for coming in. Please don't be shy. Say hello. We'd love to meet you. And if you have any questions for me in particular, if you put it in caps, it's easier for me to try to pick that up and see. But sometimes, you know, well, you may not know, but sometimes as a content creator, we get engrossed in what we're doing, and sometimes chat will get moving and you don't really see what people are asking. So don't feel bad if you have to put it in there, you know, more than once. It's fine. We don't take offense to that. We don't take offense to mostly anything. So sit back and relax. Maybe you're crocheting or coloring. Hopefully you're doing something while I'm yammering on. And that's okay too. Just enjoy your time. So I also have here some stencils I pulled out, but let me show you this too. I was at a in a thrift shop a long time ago. Gosh, what year is this? This has been a while. This was old when I picked it up. There's got to be a year in here. This is a planner somebody had. Oh, here, let's see. 2018 to 2019. And I've told this story before. When I first started down this road of art journaling and whatnot, mixed media, I thought, what would, or if I was in a thrift shop, I would see an old planner and think, what in the world would anybody buy an old planner for? Um, but I didn't realize people used it for art. So then I was on the look for one. Oh, hi. It's so nice to meet you, Angie Brown. Thanks for coming in and not being shy. So, as you can see, I did some background stuff on some of these pages, but I'm going to use this book as my roll off for my brayers when I'm going to be using. Hey, Peggy. Good morning. So, and then you can just stick stuff down, make it a glue book or whatever. So this kind of thing is fun. So I have blank pages in here too. So usually you need a place where you can roll off your brayer and clean it when you're doing some jelly printing. See, I got lots in here to use up too. But also keep in mind you want your pages to dry before you turn and then roll off on the next page. And if you don't have something like this, you could certainly use a magazine. We've talked about magazine journals or glue books and, folding the pages in half and cutting your magazines. And, oh, the lights are flickering. Oh. Kay Art, hi. Nice to see you. So this is going to be off to my right. And I'm just going to use that. I actually cleared the whole right side of my desk, which is just absolutely amazing and fabulous. All right, so I want to put some paint on this inside cover. See, I did the back, kind of hide that. So I'm just going to get going. Just going to get going. So I'm going to just start with some basic stuff. I am not an expert. If you want to watch somebody that really knows what they're doing with a jelly plate and be challenged and have some great ideas, you need to look. And I didn't put her in my description box because I just didn't think about giving her a shout out. But is Devin Rex for art. And maybe, Peggy, if you get a minute, I don't know if Jacqueline's still here. Maybe you could drop Devin's link and then I can put her in my description box after this live populates. Okay. So I just pulled out some colors. Now, I'm not sure what I used here. But it looks like I used some teal and then I love this neon red color. So it looks like I did some of that. I like to have something that maybe coordinates a little bit with this first page. So I'm going to sit that there. Let's pull out a few more colors. Some of these paints are really getting low. This is Royal Navy Americana Deco Art Paint. So I'll set that upside down. There's not much in that one, I don't think. We'll see. This one looks, this is a little fuller. This is Tropical Blue. So I'm going to try to mimic a little bit what I had going on that page. Now, I usually put too much paint on. So if you're new to this and you don't know what jelly printing is, it's just this, it's a mat that's made out of, I guess, some kind of a silicone jelly type um, material that's real cushiony. And you can put paint on, and you can do brush strokes or lace or any kind of images, make imprints, and then you put paper down, pull it up, and it prints on your paper. It's really cool, and it's a lot of fun and usually very messy. So this is the tray. The thank you so much, Peggy. This is the tray, that plastic clam container, if you will, that my jelly plate came in. I just leave it sitting in here so it catches all the paint and doesn't like spew all over my desk. So that works for me. And then I let it, try to clean it as best I can. Then I let it air dry and put the lid on, and I slide it under my desk counter here, and that's how I store it. But okay, so I'm looking to use, I want to get maybe a peachy, fleshy kind of color. So this is Rosetta Pink. Oh, my grandmother's name was Rosetta. My mom's mom was Rosetta. So I'm going to put a little bit of this down. I didn't pull out all my stuff that I used on my jelly plate as far as printing and making images. Like you'll see, like here, like this was probably a silicone mat that I have. And this was a stencil. I don't know what these were. This was something I think I roll. Oh, I should get that out. But you just roll across it and make imprints on your paper. So on the side, I had something a little darker. So I'm going to just strip a little bit of dark color here, and more of the, maybe this is really dark. I don't know if I can get, yeah, there. Put a little bit more of that dark there. A little bit here. It's probably already way too much. I'm so heavy-handed with the paint. I don't want green yet. And I want this fiery red. And you make Candy a bowl. All right, so now when I roll this paint and spread it across my plate, or for me, my area that I'm working in, I try to do the lighter colors first. Just trying to spread it around. Now this little paper I have underneath is a lot bigger. Not a lot. It's bigger than what I need it to be for my surface. See, now this is getting kind of smooshy. I'm just going to clean off my brayer on my day planner over here that I showed you. So I took off a lot of that. I could actually take off some of it here too. So now I'm going to roll my blue. And I'll kind of drag that up and blend it up into here. And then I'm rolling my blue off. Blue off. And I didn't really think about design-wise what I wanted to put here. Just like Peggy gifted me a bunch of these too. I just pulled out a couple. These little stamps. So I'm just going to make some impressions in here. And then if I go in the blue and then over onto the peach, see, I'm picking up that paint. And that's kind of cool. Right? I can put that and clean off. And I can also clean this off on my roll off. I like circles. This is the cap to my, I keep water in an old, this is a Tropicana bottle. See, you can see I've used this many times. So I'm just going to twist this around and make some other marks. I'm just basically making marks. And then I'm going to lay my little book down. Hey, well, Mel knows a good thing, right, when he sees it. Okay, so I'm just pressing down my cover. Now, the hard part about working in a book like this is getting your print up close to the spine. And then once that's on there, you just pull it off. And see, I didn't press in that spot right there. But that doesn't look too bad. But I'm going to try to pick this little bit up right there on that spot I missed. Because it's just, it's random, right? Doesn't have to be perfect. And it's just for me. Now I could hit that with my heat tool. But see, now I've got all these little bits still left on my plate. I'm going to try to pick up some of that. Now, I've got a little box of resume paper here that I picked up at a thrift shop. And it's just got like this information sheet here. I'm just going to pick it up on this. Because this is just trash, right? This is just going to be trash. And who knows, if it turns out cute, it might end up in a journal. Look, it's so dry. I only picked up the wet spots. So see, I've got all this stuff here. Now I can put another layer of paint on top of this and pick up all this nonsense underneath, which will be cool. See, that one spot looks kind of... All right, so now I want to put a thin layer of something on top. This is where I struggle because I never know what to... Oh, geez. Candy's belly hurts. Now, this is going to be a struggle because I don't know where my squeeze bottle is. I'm going to attempt to just pour out a little bit of white. Now, this is folk art paint, so it's really thick. I should have gotten my other... I think I have my other one. My other paint is sitting here. Yeah, I might... Yeah, you know what? I better use the other one. This is really thick. This is kind of... I like this. Folk art is a really nice acrylic paint that's not real expensive. And I really like it for when I'm trying to do that Donna Dewberry's one-stroke painting. I like the thicker stuff. Oh, look, here I've got some in the cap. Let's just do that. If I can get it to drip out. This is going to be the challenge of the day, getting my white paint on. But I looked and looked and looked. My white paint has been missing a while, if I'm honest. Let's see. And now, see, the paint underneath is dry because I couldn't pick that up. I'm going to need a little more than that, I think. I think I'm going to be able to pick it up with that. And I thought I saw it. But now it's gone again. So I either moved it. Hey, Roseanne, hi. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's very nice of you to say. It was fun for me to prepare those. Oh, look, see, it's so dry. I'm picking it up on my roller. All right, so let's just put this down. So this is 3 sheets here. 3 sheets to the wind. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm just trying to clean up what was on the plate. So I'm just going to use this as a cleanup to pull stuff up off the plate. All right, so now I've left this sit. This is the book I'm working in, and because it's a thin layer of acrylic, it kind of dries pretty quickly. I think I did watercolor on there. I'm going to leave that be, but see, now I've got some other pages here. See, these are the pages I want to start maybe printing on, and I don't need them to be real heavy duty. Like some of them are really, that's intense. That might be a little intense, but I'm going to just try to do some other stuff. So let's do this little bit of light blue. And let's do a little of my, I call it Hot Shot Fiery Red, but I think that's a different brand. This is just a red neon. And then I've got the dark blue. I think hubby's home. This one's really quite empty. And I've got another blue over here that's kind of cool. Let's try this lighter blue too. This is more like a patina. Bahama Blue Deco Art. So I'm just going to run my brayer different directions. Spread this out. I should have cleaned off. The neon colors are not opaque. They're more of a translucent consistency. So you'll get a different look with those. My husband must have stopped at a store. He's banging the refrigerator. I hope you can't hear that. I love this little one here. All right, so now I kind of missed. Can't really see my sample size wise. Hey, Dar. Hi. Hello, Sarah. Nice to see you. Good afternoon. Welcome in. I hope you're all doing well. So I'm just trying to press this down as best I can on the plate. See, so that can make a neat background for something, right? I like that. That turned out pretty well. I have a little table tray behind me here too to do some of the wet stuff if I need a place to lay something. See, so this is what I'm doing in the old planner that I picked up at a Goodwill. See, this will just clean off my brayer when I need it to. All right, so now let's try. I wonder if I can pick up anything. Not much. A little bit. This is an old stuffed rabbit that one of the gals from a co-op that I worked in was part of for many years that I really liked. And he got all cruddy and dirty from sitting around. So I painted him blue. I wish I had painted him black. This would show up better. But I thought he might look cool if I just put some of this on, you know? So what's everybody else up to? Okay, so now the hard part for me is just trying to think about what colors to use. I'm kind of in the blue mood. This is Blue Harbor. Oh, this isn't open. I have a Blue Harbor somewhere that's open. Katie Willingham tipped us off to that Blue Harbor color. It's really a cool blue. This one's Blue Harbor. So I'm going to put a little bit of Blue Harbor, maybe across the bottom. That's really more than a little, isn't it? Now I'm going to put some of this Bahama blue up top. Well, maybe I'll do it in the middle. Too much, too much. And then I'm going to try to do a little bit of white at the top. Now, if you just came in, I'm sorry for the repeat, the girls that are here, but I can't find my white squeeze bottle. So it's a challenge to get just a little bit of that white out. So I'm going to take my brayer and start with my lighter color, which is white, which is not really a color, I know. Then I'm going to run it right down into that light blue. And then I'm running off the extra off my brayer because this helps if you get too much paint on your jelly plate. Running your brayer across it and then running it on another sheet of paper, or really, over here. I have a big dink in my plate right there because something was on it. I didn't realize when I put it away. Now, I was thinking I would try some string. This is just crochet thread. Now, what I'm thinking about doing with this one is, I probably didn't do that the way I should have, but let's try it anyway. It's just paper, right? It's just paper and paint. So I'm going to put this on top and I'm going to press it down. This may not work. And then I'm going to take the string and pull it. Because this is kind of sticky, the gel plate, this may not work. Oops. I made it too long. That's for sure. So I picked up some of that fleshy color from before. It's not a very pretty design. I guess I should have went back and forth. I forget how they do it. When they pull it, it kind of looks like a flower. This definitely does not look like a flower, but it is kind of fun. So now I'm going to let this dry a little bit, okay? And I might like to I was thinking with this button, I could use this as make an impression. So I was thinking, well, how could I do that? And then I thought, well, maybe I could take some of this wire that I always save. This is wire from the edge of ribbon. You can buy that wired ribbon. It's really thin, so I might want to double it. Let's just see if this works. So while I'm fiddling with this can be drying. So I'm just going to thread this through, hopefully, and make like a little handle so I can use it to stamp. And I'm just going to twist this. Oh, I did it the wrong way. See, I'm a little backwards with stuff like this. I have a hard time. Well, let's try it. I don't think that's going to work because see, it's got a little bit of a divot. I think I'm just going to get the ring. Let's try it and see. I think this is that's too dry now. So let's put maybe some of this darker blue. Now, because I'm only using this little patch here because I'm working with a small book, I've got these other areas of my plate I'm just going to use to either, load up something I want to make an impression with, or so I'm going to roll this out just a little bit, just like a little workspace. Yeah, see, that's not going to work. Make something different. I think the other side would work a lot better. So I'll have to switch it. Now I'm going to let that dry too. And then this can dry, and then I could take that wire out. I'm going to use this other little stamp. This is something Peggy gifted me. And they're so adorable. Thank you, Peggy. See, and then if you use a stamp or something like this, you can also, clean that off and whatever you're cleaning your brayer off. I'm using the book. And I never really thought about that. Kathy Berg, I was watching her one time. Gosh, this was several years ago now. And she was rolling off in I don't know, magazine or a composition book or something. I thought, oh my gosh, that's so genius. See, I want to stamp from this side. So, see this, I get myself so confused. So I want to go this way. Now, if you have, because Devin uses these a lot, if you have, and I have some of them somewhere, like foam stamps. Okay, Ange. They work really great on the jelly plate. Now, see this? I'm going to have to start over. I got a big bump there. I don't want to cut my plate. So let me just get rid of this bumpy stuff. I was just trying to think, what could I use to make a stamp out of a button? I was going to dump a whole bunch of buttons on my plate. I think that would look cool, but I don't feel like cleaning the buttons. And I don't have it in me to just dump a bunch and then throw them away. Good afternoon, Carol. Hi, how nice to see you. All right, so I'm just going to use one thin, not doubling this. So I'm going to thread this. I just need a little bit to hold on to the button as a handle. I mean, I could hold on to that, but I know that's going to end up being not so great. All right, so now I'm just doing it like a little twist tie. So that might work a little better. I'm just doubling it kind of on the back side here. My gosh, Riri sent me, Riri and I send reels back and forth to each other. Oh my gosh. She sent me one of Chicago doing Saturday in the Park. Now, those guys are old now, like the rest of us. Oh my gosh. They still sound fabulous. And I have had that song in my head since I opened up that reel. I can't get it out of my head. All right, so that's going to be a stamp. Now, okay, so that's pretty dry. So let's get some other little colors on here. I wish I had something more yellowy, but that's extender. I don't want that. See, the problem I have, right, this is yellowy, is that I can't spin either one of my paint wheels because I have too much stuff stacked around them. This is summer squash. This would be lovely. All right, so let's do a little summer squash, maybe here in the corner. And Let me try a little bit of this copper. Well, you know what? I'll spray that on last because I don't want to brayer that. Let's see. Let me do a little bit of the light blue. This is Bahama blue. Bahama blue there. And I just love this red. I have some other neon colors. I wonder if I have any that I can get to. Let's put a little bit here. And I'm going to put a little bit more of the Harbor blue here. It's just a really nice blue. All right, so I'm going to take my brayer and just start blending this stuff. Oops, my brayer picked up my thread. Clean that off. Go in my... So you can, I don't know if you can tell on the screen how transparent, translucent that. I gotta work a little bit quicker here, I think, instead of talking. I don't know if we'll really see this end result. Maybe I should do that in layers. Okay, here's my book. Oh, that's right, it'll be on top. Duh. Hey, Sherry. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome back, Ange. Now, some of the girls, when they do their pulls, they really let their papers stay on. Ooh, that looks kind of yummy. But when I leave it on too long and let it dry, I usually tear it and get bits of paper where I don't want bits of paper. I'm going to see if I can pick up some more of this on my rabbit. See if I can get his little face. I'm going to have a hard time getting in there, aren't I? After I painted him, he's not too bendy. All right, now I'm going to get my scrap paper and see if I can pick up some more of this. I'm going to try to do, I want this to get really cleaned off. I'm going to try to do, I don't know who the gal was, but just a quick reel that came up. And I think it was 2 o'clock in the morning, so I wasn't paying attention to who it might be. I know it wasn't Kevin. So let's just do a little bit of spicy tan and see if we can pick this up. Thanks, Sherry. Gosh, I've had this paint since when I used to do ceramics. That's been a long time ago. Of course, under here somewhere I have that piece of paper to give me a landmark as to where I'm trying to look how dry this is. I need more. It's not going to pick up anything. I don't think it's going to pick up anything. But, oh my gosh, I know a lot of you are probably not baseball fans. Maybe you are, but I'm a huge Phillies fan. Baseball team, Philadelphia. And last night they played the Angels. We play the Angels again today. And they loaded up the bases. Kyle Schwarber, I might add, the MVP of the All-Star game this year, hit a grand slam. I was screaming. You had to clean the kitchen. Well, you work fast, Dan, so it would have taken me a lot longer. Clean the kitchen. You're such a good kid, Ann. Okay, now. All right, so what this gal did was she took eucalyptus, she put a color down, and she took eucalyptus and she laid it on her paper. And then she picked up all the paint around the eucalyptus. And then she picked up the eucalyptus, let that dry, added more paint, and then picked up. Hey, Juju, how are you? Good afternoon. Oh, I don't know if it's afternoon for you. It might be evening. I forget where everybody is. I forget where you are. All right, so I'm going to put down some green. This is Aloe by Americana. I would use this to, well, yeah, I think I used the aloe to make my little Yoda. I think I'm going to do all green. I'm mostly going to do, I don't think I want my fern all the way over on this. I guess I can put my scissors back. And I got a couple brayers going here. Let me get this sprayer back out. I don't consider myself very good at laying out ferns and eucalyptus on paper or doing anything like this. I don't feel like I lay it out nicely, but we'll see. Kathy Arbor's really good at it. Of course, so is. Now, this is bigger than what my book is, so I just want to make sure I have enough. So I'm going to put 3 down. This guy's a little sparse. And what I'm hoping to do, I should have done it the other day, but Hubs wanted to get something else done. There was a garden tour, which my husband was part of. And his garden and the house, the yards, they just look beautiful. So it was a rainy day here. We didn't have many people come through. But if this weather gets a little cooler, I'm going to, before everything, starts to die for the summer, I'm going to do a video and post it so you all can see it. He just did an amazing job. Okay, so now I want to pick this up. I'm going to do the back side of this other print. And she just pushed it down. Now she really let it dry. I don't know if I don't think she used the roller, but I'm using the roller. The brayer, I should say. Laura, there you are. Laura, did you see my Laura? I don't know what is a good where is it good for me to message you? Is Instagram better? Or I don't know if I have your email. I did send a message to Messenger to respond to your message. I don't know if you saw that or was able to see that yet, but I want to connect with you. Welcome in, welcome in. All right, so oh, that's right. She went to a concert with her son. All right, so there it is. Now I want to pull off my fern, and then I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to add other color and try to print this in my project book. Now I'm kind of in a rut with the colors I'm using. See, this is really wet here, so I'm going to let this dry really well. This is what the gal did on the video. And I think I want to put some of the red here, some of that neon red here, and kind of make it look like a desert sunset. You know, maybe I'll do some blue down here. What else did I pull? Oh, Georgia clay. I love Georgia clay. So maybe I'll put some Georgia clay, the red. What else do I have that I could put at the top? Maybe a pinky mauve color. Gosh, look how old this is. My label's all cracked. Maybe I'll put a little bit of that, but I need for this to dry. Now, you know, I like to use my heat tool because I'm always in a hurry. But you really shouldn't. You really shouldn't because you got to be really careful. You don't want to melt the jelly, you know. So I'm trying not to be a bad example, but I really want to hit this with my heat tool. But I can see here where it's still really wet. So I think I really need to let this dry pretty well. And if you've just come in, see this white underneath? It's supposed to be where my guideline for where I can put my project book, which is just a little half composition book. So I think, let's see. There's some cool colors there. I want to find. Here we go. Let's do this side, this page. Now, see, I think if I do it that way, the trees will be upside down. I think I'll have a hard time picking up the trees because it's close to my spine. But I can do it again, right? I can do it again. All right, so let me start putting down some paint. This is starting to dry nicely here. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of this mauve, if you will, right up here in at the top. If I can get it to come out. Oh, it's really thick. Yeah, it's really thick. Okay, so I'm going to try that. Then I'm going to put a little bit of my neon red. And I'm going to come right across those trees. Then my Georgia clay. Georgia clay. Put a little bit of that. And maybe we need something light, so I'll put some of the Bahama blue. And then I think I'm going to use that darker teal and maybe a little bit of that real dark blue. What is that real dark blue called? This is a nice blue. Royal Navy. I'm almost out of that. All right, so let's put this. Now remember, if I have too much and it feels real squishy and the paint is slippy slidey, I'm just going to brayer it off onto I'm going to add some of this darker blue in here. I'm just going to brayer it off. I keep forgetting to let this sit upside down. That's my problem. So it drains. All right, so I'm going to take my little brayer. I'm going to start with my lighter color, which is that really thick mauve color. Mauve. And then I'm going to come in here and grab some of that hot neon color, that neon red. And then my Georgia clay. See how that's really kind of soupy. I don't know if you can tell from the way I'm brayering it. I don't know if you can see. It looks, to me on the screen, it looks really runny. So I'm going to brayer some of that off. Get it on my, up into the blue. There we go. I need a bigger brayer. That's what I'm sure Devin would say. And then down into that dark blue. Now I want to try to pick it up pretty quickly, but I can't really see I'm kind of over the line. Now it is a bit fiddly working in a book rather than just paper, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Not great, guys. Not great. You can barely see my trees. And I think I just need to pick a darker colored paint. So let's have a redo. Let's have a redo. Let's see. This is Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray would be lovely, wouldn't it? Okay, I want to pick up this nonsense here because it looks kind of cool. So I'm just going to get a sheet of regular paper because I think I can. Pick up most of this and then lay it down and pick up some more. Yeah. Now, I really could, when I go to use that page in my book, I can just use a Sharpie pen, and go over those little fronds of the fern, and do different stuff like that to it. I mean, it's usable. It's certainly usable, but it's not what I have in my mind that I want it to look like. So I'm going to do it again. See, now that's looking kind of cool. So we'll put that aside. I can, pick more stuff up with that. So I'm going to get my little ferns back. Oh no, I have to put something down for them to get into. So I'm going to do the Payne's Gray just in this area here where the ferns are going to be. Payne's Gray is one of my favorite colors. Now this, I should have maybe, that looks kind of soupy too, doesn't it? I don't think I shook it enough. I haven't used this in forever. Maybe I'll pick some of this up from this bunny rabbit. If you're sitting still, you're getting jelly printed today. My grandkids would love this. Love it. Let's see if I can get a little more. Let's see, what do I have here? Oh, she's fine. Let me pick up on her. telling you, if you're not moving, and you're sitting here by my desk, I'm picking up the paint. Okay, so let's try this again. This should be more opaque. I think I had a lot. It wasn't. That looks a little better. Oh yes, much better. All right, ferns, please. I wish I did have some of the you can need a. Well, we'll just do two. I got all kinds of paper sitting here by me. I wish I did have some eucalyptus. Now I noticed something on my desk. This isn't. See, I wonder how this would look. These little fake leaves. Maybe we'll try those, huh? Think about cut these little white things off and just use the leaves. For some reason, I have it in my head. I want to just do the leaves. Yes, Mom. Yes, Juju. Get some of your neighbor's ferns. Yes. So that's cool. Cool. And then I'm gonna pick that up. And we gotta let this dry. Gotta let that dry right there, right there. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with the same coloring um, that I did last time. Yeah, my husband's not such a fan of weeds, so we don't have that many. All right, so this is going to dry for a minute. I'm going to go grab myself some water and take a little stop at the loo while this is drying. So if you need a refill on your coffee, now would be a good time. I'll meet you back here in just a few minutes. All right, and I hope you don't mind me doing that. But it won't take long. All right, so I'll see you back here in a few. This is drying. Hey, Jenny. Mommy's gotta get some water. What time? Okay, I'm playing Pinochle tonight. Okay. Thank you for those of you that waited. All right, so that looks pretty dry. Now it looks like I also have like a ridge right here. I don't really want that in there. Yeah, Colorado's on our bucket list too. Our friends that we play Pinochle online with, that's where they live now. Originally from, well, my girlfriend was originally from Jersey. I think she grew up in Jersey. I'm not sure about her husband. But their son went out to Colorado and then married and had started a family. And their brothers and sisters and all are all over the country, so they decided to go out to Colorado. And they said they were only going to have one baby, but she needed a sibling, so they had a second. So she's got two little granddaughters that are just beautiful. So now they're in Colorado. And we hope to get out to visit one day. This looks like the edge of the paper that I picked up, the background. Okay, so just have my trees left. They look, hey, Brenda, hi, good afternoon. All right, so now this pink was really thick. So I think I'm going to try the Rosetta Tan again. Just a little bit across the top. I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to do my Georgia clay next. Then I'm going to do my neon red. You're in Southwest Indiana, but I live 2 miles from my daughter now, so that's, oh wow, that's great. Yeah, I wish I was 2 miles from my daughter. I'll tell you that. Or my son, really. Jersey seemed like a good idea at the time, but I wish I were back in Pennsylvania. Truth be told. All right, a little bit of teal. That's a lot of teal. See, it's so hard for me to have. Now I put that upside down, it really came out. I should have tried to squeeze it. All right, starting with the lighter color, I'm coming right across, spraying off that extra paint. I want a thin layer. I'm going to go into the Georgia clay. I don't know why there, it must be dry. I'm telling you, Devin makes this look so easy, and it's just not. At least it's not for me. My runoff book is looking pretty good. See how this is just starting to pick up on itself again? Now I'm going to do the blue. Let me use my bigger grayer. I need to get a new page on my runoff, I think. See, I think it needs to be thinner for me to get a good print underneath. I don't really know. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. Oh well. Oh well. Maybe that should dry a little bit. I don't know. Our tomato plants are so tall. My husband's out there trying to tie them up. Okay. So this was my first print with my evergreens. Well, my ferns. They're supposed to look like evergreen trees, but it didn't work out that great. So we're doing a redo. So they're under there somewhere. Oops, that kind of moved. My daughter wanted to go to college in Ohio. I forget the name of that school. It's a Christian college she wanted to go to. But I worked at a college and her tuition was free. Maybe the ferns just aren't that. I mean, that doesn't look bad, but you really can't, to me, you really can't tell that they're ferns. All right. It's just okay to me. It's just okay. Of course, the paper, I want to pick the rest of this up, just hit the floor. What's the name of that college? Her girlfriend from church went there. I want to say Cedar Grove, but I don't think that's right. I guess it'll come to me eventually. But she was able to live on campus and pay for that herself, and then her tuition was free. So she really graduated with a bachelor degree and very little debt. You like both of them? Thanks, Carol. And I'm just picking up this extra stuff here on this little. I'm liking that dark blue. I'm really not a blue person. I'm really a gray. I'm not gray. I'm really a green person. Green, green, green. But that blue's really. I'm really liking that today. All right, so now let's switch it up a little bit. Oh, really, Dar? Your post office is in Indiana? Oh, so you're in Ohio too, Dar? Oh, I didn't know that. I've never been to Ohio either. Okay, so this is kind of a mess. So let's maybe pick this up with something. Bum, 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 bum. Let's just do the. Let's just do the. Look how quick that made a scab on the top. The Harbor Blue. See if I can clean some of this up. Now, sometimes in my runoff paper, I'll just leave a brayer lay there so it kind of air dries while I'm brayering off another. What was I? Oh, let's use the button. There's a lot of paint on here, guys. That is not working the way I thought it. Oh, I have to really push it down. Hi, Kel. Are you at Kettle Cove? It is so hot and steamy here today. I don't know if Kel gets in the water. If she's actually able to get into the water when she goes to Kettle Cove. And it's kind of button ideas. Don't do the button idea. That's not really working. Now, there are a lot of really marvelous things you can do with the jelly plate. What I'm doing is not. This is just simple, almost stupid ideas for the jelly plate. But there are people like Devin Rex, and I don't remember the other gals' names that are real popular with jelly printing. I'm not one of them, but I do like doing it. It's fun. You don't swim in the ocean? Oh, that's too bad, Cal. Not even put your toes in? I think she said I don't think Kel's a big swimmer. But she likes the ambiance and the sea air, I think. Now, that could definitely be used for something. Sharks have sighted. Oh. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Guess you don't want to do that. Well, what if I put this mess, on a page? See, we'll work on that page because it's not real dark. All right, let's put a little something else down. Let's put a little something. Let's put some of this Bahama blue. This is a nice light. What is this here? Now, I put sparkles and stuff on my plate too. I know a lot of people say it's probably not a good idea to do that. You think the buttons still look cool? Oh, thanks, Brenda. This is a nice thin layer. See, I got a dink right there. I should have flipped my jelly plate over. All right, let's go in for this one. I should just bite the bullet and dump out some buttons. Maybe I'll do it. I brought my little, I can just let them soak, right? Okay. Laura's going to be right back. Oh, this isn't bad. See, for me, the cool part is, I'm still picking up some of those colors that I put on earlier. I just think that's so cool. So cool. Now, maybe on this page, I'll pick up the Outer Banks. Let's pick up the Outer Banks. Just make a mess of this page. So I want my 2 pages to kind of coordinate a little bit because I don't know what I'm going to be doing with it. So when I come back to use my little journal, this as a journal, my pages kind of work together. At least that's what I'm thinking. So I didn't really do it here. But see, look how many pages I still have. I have tons of pages in here. I better get a riddle on. Let me show you my runoff. See, this is cool too. This is what I'm cleaning my brayer off on. Nice, nice, nice. Love all that. Okay, so I got out a couple stencils. Let's fiddle around with that. This might look even better than the ferns. Same idea. This is going to be this way. So let's put paint down. I'll put a stencil down. And, oh yeah, let's use some of this. This is an old color, Gamel Green, and this is a Delta Ceramco color, which is... Oh, he's off collecting sea glass? Cool. That's his thing. So you have a little bit of a break so you can visit with us. That's nice. Did you pack a lunch? Oh, look how old this is. Look how dry it is. That's a little embarrassing. That's embarrassing. This is a nice dark green, though. All right, let's try. Oh, that's spraying out very nicely. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, buttons. I didn't pull. Where's my buttons? There they are. Okay, here we go. Oh no, I was going to do the... Gosh, I'm so silly. I was going to do this. Now I'm going to pick this up with another paper. Actually, let me pick it up with the book. Duh. Oh, I waited too long. It's too dry. Too dry. Oh, that looks nice. Nothing like admiring your own work, right? So what do I want to put? What do I want to put to pull this up? Now I'm going to let this dry. It looks pretty dry, but I'm going to let it dry more. Let's see. Should I do just a lighter green? I have a Kelly kind of a green. I don't think I have any. Oh, I have this metallic. I wonder how that would look. Hmm. Can you see that stencil okay? I think it looks pretty cool. Should have got out a... All right, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to use Folk Arts Metallic. I have the wrong glasses on to read this jazz. Hold on, let me get my readers. This is Christmas Green, Metallic Christmas Green. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's intense. Intense. As soon as I clear a space, I got it yucked up with other stuff. All right, here we go. Oops, I just got my thumb in it. Trying to pick up my paper. I'm trying to push as close to the spine as I can. Now, ideally, maybe you want the stencil going the other way, but that's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Huh? Hmm? So let's do the stencil this way. So I was saying, Riri sent me a reel from Chicago. Oh my gosh. These guys sound so good. They look good too. I can certainly appreciate a younger looking man, but let's face it, I'm old. I like old men. And they look good. They sound good. And she sent me a reel. They're singing Saturday in the Park. Saturday in the Park. I think it was a 4th of July. Saturday in the Park. I think it was. That would be nice. I'll leave it alone. I think it was a 4th of July. I forget the other words. People laughing, people. A real celebration. Oh, let's do string. I think singing Italian songs. So I've been having that in my head for the last 2 or 3 days. I love those oldies. Oldies but goodies. Okay, let's see. I've got some paint here I think I could pick up. No, it might be too dry at this point. Let's see. Clean up the side here. Yeah. Okay, so got a lot of room over there. All right, I wish I had here, but I don't think I do. English ivy, that's kind of a cool color. I wish I had some of my other neon colors here, but I don't. I have a neon yellow. I have a neon green. Oh, this is a color shift. Let's try that on the other side of this page. So we're going to let this, oh, it's pretty dry already. We're going to color shift. A man selling ice cream, singing Italian song. I think I started too low. All is not lost. All is not lost. Saturday in the park. I think it was the 4th of July. Saturday in the park. Oh, that were good songs. Okay, let's go this way. Is this the right side? Right side up. Okay. Man selling ice cream. I always sound better when I'm not got people listening to me. Maybe that's just because my ears don't work so good. Work so good. See it up. I had overhang. Overhang. It's okay. Oh, yeah, guys, look. See, this is just fiddling around, just fiddling. Look, even if you're just fiddling and you don't know what you're doing, you can get some cool stuff. Do, 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 do. Is this the back or is this the front? This is the front. Right? How cool is that? Thanks. Thanks, Juju. Now we'll let that dry. Let that dry a little bit. And then let's see what else we can pick up here on this. Get some of this picked up. And then let's try dumping some buttons. I mean, really. I can just put them in the basin. I'll let them soak. I have so many buttons. If I can't clean them up nicely, I'll just toss them. All right? I got to get over this. Can't throw anything away crap. I mean, oh my gosh, I just don't throw nothing. I don't throw anything away. Like this rabbit, for instance. My goodness. Ah. I was rewatching. We took our son out to dinner last night, so I wasn't able to be at Jacqueline's sale. I hate to miss her sale. And I was watching the replay when we got home. And I know she said she had something stuck in some kind of earworm or something stuck in her head for several days, but I don't remember what it was that she said. Okay, so buttons. So I'm going to have to put down some paint, and here they are. A little smattering of buttons. Okay, so what color do I want the buttons? I guess I could put down a variety of colors. Let's do a variety. What works nicely together? I haven't done anything purplish. So I think I have some of my purple pulled. Oh, this is a nice dark. This is purple. This is the lilac meadow. And this is not opened. So that's that blue. And look, I've got some extreme glitter here that's just going to do it. Angie, I just don't believe that. I don't believe it. Are you pulling my leg? I feel somebody tugging on my leg. All right, so I like purple and blue together, and then when they kind of make a periwinkle, so that's kind of cool. So let's just put a little bit of this dark purple down, some contrast, and then this teal, a little teal. This is making a big mess. And this is the Bahama, kind of a sucker for the Bahama. It's like a little patina. And, I might shoot a little bit of that copper on there. Oh, yeah, I wanted to use this glittery stuff. Oh, that's real runny. I didn't shake it. Shake, shake, shake. Okay. All right, so let's do the little brayer. Little brayer. Way too much. See how slippery that is? You see how sheeny that looks? I keep picking up that stinking string. So you just want to make sure you mix if you haven't used your paints in a while. because they all have that layer of, I don't know, something on it that's like an oily kind of, I don't know if it's an extender or mixer or something that, comes with your paint. So, all right, here we go. Oh my goodness, look. Paper clip. Oh, crappers. Crappers. Somewhere here I did have, oh, I don't know if I can get it. Oh, let it in. I'm going to leave it in there. If I see a favorite button come out, I'm going to scream. Oh, there's a little heart. This is like putting sprinkles on. Okay, so I want to get a sheet of paper. I do believe I want to get a sheet of paper. Because I just want the impression of the buttons. You missed your sale? Go look at a replay. She's got stuff left over. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay, let's push. Let's push this down. Jacqueline was going to go to a festival today. So she was waiting for her daughter to get home from work, and they were going to go some kind of, barbecue or something. So she might have gone. Or she could be doing invoices. You know what I didn't think of, guys? Picking up the buttons. I didn't think about picking up. See, that's a nice button. I don't want that covered with paint. I got my stubby little hands here. All right, somewhere on this desk, I did have a pair of tweezers. Here we go. Here we go. Now, where do I want to put the painted buttons? I need some kind of a little. Oh, here we go. It's my dog's frisbee. Well, this should be dry by the time I get these all picked up. This isn't easy. I got the wrong glasses on. I got to put the other glasses on. I can't see the. I need something bigger. These buttons aren't that big, but I don't really want them to slide. Crochet hook, maybe? Crochet hook. This is too thick. It's too big of a. How about a pin? How about a needle? Get in the buttonhole. It's still sliding. I guess I could wait till they're dry. Anybody have an idea? I have a hard time waiting. Double stick. Oh, yeah, that might work. I have carpet tape. If I don't press down too hard, that would certainly be quicker, wouldn't it? Hold on. Let's see. Of course, I don't have my wide stuff right here. How about just tape? How about just packing tape? I hate when I lose my my edge and my tape. Look at there. Carol, I'm going to have to send you some Happy Mail. Look at that. I don't know if I have your address, Carol. If you'd like some Happy Mail, send me your address, please. Direct message me. Instagram on Pink Girly, or email me, pinkgirly at Gmail. I'll send you some Happy Mail with this very genius idea. Now, the good part about this is when I'm busy fussing around with this. Hi, Linda. I don't know. I might have been able to shake them off. I didn't think about that either. Look, I'm going to put. Look, now I'm really pushing the envelope here. Can you even? I don't even know if we can see that there's buttons. After I made them all. You know, these might look good just using them like this with the paint on them on projects. Actually, they look kind of cute after being dipped in the paint. Look, they're cute. Oh, but I like to do it. I like to do it. We're going to say you were Colorado. Were you the Colorado gal? Gosh, I don't know if it's the heat or not. I've got another ripping headache. Whew. Yeah, I think it's a good idea if you can really see it. I don't know that you can really see it. Now this is going to take a while to dry. I might have to break down and use my heat gun. But I will say again and again, don't do what I do what I say. You really shouldn't use your heat tool on your jelly plate. You have to be very cautious. You have to be very quick. I got one rogue paper clip. He doesn't want to come up. He doesn't want to get off the plate. Get off the plate. Get off the plate. Get off the plate. All right. Now I need my tweezers. Gosh, I make such a mess, people. Such a mess. You can't even see that little guy. Aw. That's too bad. All right, I don't have. Oh, this might work. This is one of those canvas ovals. I saw Dee Dee, doing a collage on a circle or a piece of wood. This isn't wood, this is canvas. They were, I think, on clearance somewhere. And I thought, oh, I can do that. Let's see if I can make it look nice like Dee Dee's. Yeah, not. I think I did one and threw it out. It was so not cute. So not cute. Okay, so now this is looking pretty dry. Okay, so now what do I want to pick it up with? This is the question. This is where I struggle. No, this is glitter. I don't want to pick it up with glitter. See, that looks like a really nice light green, sagey green color, but I don't want to pick it up with sparkle. I got a lot of sparkle here, guys. A lot of sparkle. Look at this is sparkle as well. I don't want gold. I don't want gray. How about blush pink? It maybe looks like, I don't know, it look like Pepto-Bismol if I if I do. If I do a dark color, say like Payne's Gray, you won't see that purple, right? So I don't think I want to do that. See, all this is sparkle. What is this one? This is Touch O Pink. That's almost white. That might look a little better. Let's use the Touch O Pink. Touch O Pink. It's called a wooden disc. I've been making them, but I use vinyl on mine. Yeah, mine's got canvas. Mine's got canvas on it, so it might have wood on it too, but that's a canvas board, kind of. I don't know if it's got a tag on. I have two of them left. Yeah, I guess the outer package had a note. Said what it was. Oh, running out of room again, guys. Let's see. Isn't that unusual? Put the tweezers where I know they are. I think Devin goes in one direction. I don't know. Sometimes she does. Oh, getting light. See, I can see. Oh, where's the book? Where's the book? Let's get a page. See if we can get these buttons. How do you get the vinyl to stick, Ange? Just use glue? Oh, okay, Ange. I have to relocate. Oh, I think I know where it is. I have to relocate my phone. Whoa. No, no, no. Look what happened. The page, it's shut. Now it's going to be stuck. Here we go. It's not too shabby. Oh, it's sticky on one side? Oh, okay. Some of the girls were talking. Who was talking about vinyl? Was it at Jacqueline's sale? I was somewhere and they were talking about vinyl, and I said, I don't use vinyl at all. It's kind of a hot mess, but it doesn't look too bad. And really, I could dump them out and use them again, right? Certainly. Certainly I could. Oh, look, that looks okay. That looks cool. I'm trying to grab it where I'm not messing up what's still wet on the other side. I love doing these composition books. You could do a regular size. They have them where they open like this. They have them where they flip up like this. And of course, there's the minis. Don't forget the minis. Sometimes you can get them at the dollar store. I would just caution you, or like Walmart, I would just caution you that if you get a mini, make sure they're all stitched. You want them to be stitched, the spine. Otherwise, they just tear loose, and you can't. It's hard to do this kind of thing, and then you can't get them in. They don't stay in your book. But I love doing this with these composition books. Now, see, look at this. Isn't this funny? This is where the buttons were, and when I just spun around to look at this, it looks like an angel to me. Can anybody else see that? This looks like her wing. This looks like her head. Looks like another angel's peeking out behind her. Here's her feet. This is her little gown. Looks like an angel to me. All right, so what else? Should we dump the buttons again? Let's do something darker. Let's do this dark green. I love this camel green. Let's do this. This was really thick. I don't think this one's... Oh, yeah, this was almost solid. This isn't coming out. Maybe they would show up better. What do you think? We shall find out. All right, here's my... Get them all unstuck. Of course, they won't be as pretty. Get rid of that tape. I'm going to get rid of the paper clip. Oh, I got to roll it out. Hello. Time is it? I'm just yakking away. You know, sometimes in the past I've been a little mindful of my time for a couple of reasons. One is because I have to call my neighbor, but she's not with us anymore, so I don't have to think about her worrying about me and wondering why I haven't called. So that's different. It's sad, but different. But what time is it? Oh, I think Tanya comes on at 2:30. I'm starting to get a little hungry. So I'll do this. I think I'm going to do a couple more. Maybe I'll have some lunch and then I'll do some more. And see, it just takes time, right? What goes quicker for me anyway is if I do a watercolor on my jelly plate and then sop up the watercolor with my papers, and that looks cool too. You can get some cool stuff, not these shapy kinds of things, but you get some neat marks though for sure, and that's fun. And it's not as messy. Quite frankly, I find it not to be as messy. I should just do this. Really press them in there. All right, so now I think this time I'm going to take my first print in my book here. Oh, you saw a woman dancing? Hey, that's cool. You saw something though, right? Nice. Nice. All right, I'm headed towards the back here where I got some blank pages. And let's lift this up. This might not get much because I'm trying to press down with one hand to get in between those buttons. It just looked like a wing to me, so I thought angel. Look, it didn't do any. I didn't pick up anything hardly. Look. Let's try that again. Use both hands. Trying to get in between those boutons. Nope. Nope. That was a bust. All right, tape. I could try what Linda said and shake them off, but I really don't have room here for them to go anywhere. So I'm going to do the tape again. I thought that worked pretty well. Oh, maybe it was, Carol. I think you're probably right. I was going to try to do a transfer, but I thought no, let's just try to keep it simple. I have this program that's supposed to help you come up with really good titles for your streams and for your videos. And the title I put on this one's the one that came up with the most points as far as being a good one. I put something in about being challenged, and that didn't. Ooh, these but oh, see, because the paint's darker, you can see it so much better. Now my buttons look like they're in army fatigues. Oh, Ange, I gotta look up that picture. I gotta open up my phone. Oh, she's gotta have her nap. Have a good nap, Ange. This is the last one I'm gonna do. I need a pickup color. I think the pink would look nice. This one looks more better. Come on, little dude. Okay, I'll fuss with those later. Get them off the tape. It's pretty wet. Pretty wet. Let's see if I can dry it here. It wasn't you dancing? Oh, I bet you it was. Dancing around the kitchen, cleaning up the kitchen. Well, if it was an angel, it wasn't Angie. We know she's a troublemaker. Wait a minute. While this is drying, let me get my phone. Hold on. Ange said she sent me. I can get my phone to. Oh, there goes the phone. It's got to be the sun. Got to be the sun. Okay, so I want my email, which is here. No. Hold on. Oh, it's cute, Ange. Look, guys. So you cut that vinyl out. She probably went to lay down. She cut the vinyl out, I guess, on her Cricut. She's been loving that Cricut. Look how nice that turned out. You need some kind of little flower, a little fleur de lis or something there underneath there, Ange. That's adorable. Good job. I like it. I like it, Ange. You did good. Very nice. I see. And so then you just peel it off and stick that vinyl down. Very clever. I haven't ever done anything like that. My husband was probably taking a nap. Our son has great timing. Okay, So this is still a little wet there. So I'm going to use that pink, I think. So it'll be a contrast, pretty good contrast. I don't know, did I use the, I don't know if I used the color shift. Let's put some of these back. I'll give this a few more minutes to dry. So if you're going to try to jelly plate, now these can be expensive to buy. So, maybe, I don't know, maybe you could look into one and oh my gosh, if I saw a jelly plate for sale at a Goodwill, I think I'd lose my mind. But that's just me. You used to be able to catch a sale different places. Amazon marks things, percentages off sometimes, especially when they have like their Prime days and stuff. It's an investment for sure. If you're not going to use it a lot, you may not want to do it. But some people make their own. I don't know how you do that. I know Lisa Conway, Lisa My Eclectic Life, years ago, she made her own and then she was able to get one. But they sure are fun to mess around with. Okay, now she's off for her nap. All right, so I'm just going to put some of this touch of pink on top. Brayer it on. That's almost empty. I love emptying some paint bottles. I've had some of them for so long, and I have some in reserve. I could put them out on my wheel. Oh, okay, it's getting dry. Let's pick it up. Let's pick it up. And this doesn't matter which way is up. They're just buttons. Glycerin and alcohol and gelatin. Really very easy. Did you, Sherry? Yeah. And, some of us, I think, have different knacks at different things. I don't have a knack for this. I really don't. They look okay, you know, but when you go and watch Devin, oh, that's a lot better. See, you can see it a lot better. When you watch somebody like Devin, and there's another girl, she's from a different country. Oh gosh, what's her name? She's so good. Devin recommends you watch her. Her name's not Brigitte somebody. Clusen. She's got her stuff is beautiful too. But Devin's is just all right. So Juju said, use a microwave 15 seconds at a time. So you just put it in like a pan. There is a difference with a homemade and a gel. Yeah, I'm sure. But at least you could get a feel for it, right? It's a good alternative to get a feel for it. I mean, I think this costs me. Of course, see, I can't wait for nothing. I'm just such a nudge. I think this is the big one, the 12 by 14 or something, and I think I paid like $50 for this, maybe 49, $50. Some people just don't have that laying around. I don't either, but I just do it and then I get in trouble later. I'm ornery. I'm ornery that way. But I like this. Let's see which way I'm going this way. I like to pick up a little bit more of this. Hey, where's that? See, this is what I do. I'm going to spritz on some of this Distress Spritz. I don't know what Distress Spritz is. This is Rusty Hinge, so it's like a nice coppery color. If Tanya comes on, you got to go. Just go. I think she's 2:30ish, 2:30 kind of. Let's spray it on where I have the paint. Let me see if I can pick up some more of this on this other side. But I'm just picking up it's probably too wet. Just picking up yes. And then, sometimes I ask for things, if it's gift giving time or a birthday or Christmas, and then I'm thinking, oh, I think I'd like to have that, but then you hate to ask for it because you're not sure if you really like it. Same thing, I oh, that's a fun idea. Different shapes. Now I have the smaller one too, the 8x10, but see, I whacked that all up. I've got all little pieces. I am so glad that I did that. I really enjoy having that. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this Blue Harbor Blue again. See if I can pick up all this jazz around here. Um, I like having the different pieces because it just works for me. I wouldn't recommend anybody else do that either, but for me, with messing around with a jelly plate, I mean, I've had this several years now, right? And I use it occasionally. I don't use it all the time. I mean, it does make a mess. I've got my whole area, under construction, sort of, because of it. Oh, that's kind of dull, huh? I was going to do this too. See, I don't remember stuff. What you're saying about a speedball? Oh, good for inks. Not. Oh, I didn't even think about inks. Aren't you clever? Okay, so now this is really wet. Hold on. See, this is what I do. This is why I never go to the bathroom when I should, because I put things off. That was probably TMI. Sorry, but I get so engrossed, and then one more idea. Then I'm going to try this. Then I'm going to try that. Oh, good grief! Let me press this down here. See what happens. Where's my scrap paper? So I'll be here a while. So I might as well let you guys go. If you use inks, they will stain. Yeah, well, my plate's stained anyway, right? I don't. For me, I'm okay with that, truly. But it is something to consider. Not everybody might like what happens when you stain your. See, now this is wet. That's all right. All right, so I'm going to have to pick this up with something. Oh, look, I'm getting some crusty bits underneath there. Ooh, I love the crusty bits. So anyway, that's it for me for today. Thanks for coming in. It was so nice to see you. Have a great rest of your day. And Lord willing, I'll be back Tuesday evening to fuss around with something. So, oh, look, that just pulled up a whole big chunk of acrylic paint. Don't forget, take time to be creative, enjoy the journey, and until next time. Oh, look, I ripped it right off the wire. Until next time, be good to yourselves, okay? And be good and kind to each other. I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now. Love you. Bye bye. They're not that clean.